dress real neat, from our hats to our feet, and surprise them with a victory cry. Say, oh, we can act if we want to, if we don't, nobody will. And we can act real rude and totally removed, and I can act like an imbecile. Say, oh, we can dance, everything's out of control. Oh, we can dance, we're doing it from wall to wall. Oh, we can dance, everybody look at your hands. Oh, we can dance, everybody's taking a chance. It's safe to dance, well, it's safe to dance. Yeah, it's safe to dance. Oh, we can dance if we want to. Look at all your life and mine. As long as we abuse it, never gonna lose it. Everything will work out right. I say, we can dance if we want to, or we can leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. I say, oh, we can dance, everything's out of control. Oh, we can dance, we're doing it from wall to wall. Oh, we can dance, everybody look at your hands. Oh, we can dance, everybody's taking a chance. Oh, well, it's safe to dance. Oh, yes, it's safe to dance. Oh, well, it's safe to dance. Oh, yes, it's safe to dance. Oh, well, it's safe to dance. Oh, well, it's safe to dance. Oh, it's safe to dance. It's safe to dance. It's safe to dance. It's safe to dance.
We can dance if we want to, we can leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. Say, we can go where we want to, place we're there we'll never find. And we can act like we come from out of this world, and the real one far behind. We can dance, we can go where we want to, now it's young and so am I. And we can dress real neat, from our hats to our feet, there's a bright and without